Hello and welcome to On The Esky's 2022 NFL Draft coverage. We are live from Canberra, Australia. We've got the telly on to follow all of today's proceedings, give our live reactions, some expert analysis from the man on my left. Sean, he's dead set, watch more tape on college players than I watched late night SBS as a teenager, if you catch my drift. It's the most highly anticipated day in the NFL off-season and an intriguing year this year. The lack of quarterback talent, much has been spoken about that. We're going to expect some big men to go early. Mm-hmm. Sean, I know you love this day.
Yes.
How are you feeling today, mate?
Oh, very excited, of course. Though, you know, I'm on the Denver kick, the Denver supporter. No picks today, so could do what George Payton suggested, and we could watch Russell Wilson highlights for the next 4 hours, but I don't think I could be bricked up for that long. I don't think that's healthy enough. So,
yeah, that's you need to go see a doctor if that shit's happening.
Yes. So I think we'll focus on the draft, and you've got your Packers at pick 27, I believe.
Yeah,
in the 20s.
Late 20s. It is 28. Yes.
So what quarterback are they picking this year?
We'll be cutting the live coverage if that's the case. Obviously, high profile wide receiver, in my opinion, the best wide receiver in the NFL. Davante Adams leaving to go to the Las Vegas Raiders leaves a big hole out wide for the Pack. Pretty strong group of wide receivers coming through this year. Will the likes of Jameson Williams or Chris Olave be available that low in the draft? You would think probably not. So might have to start looking at those kind of second tier guys to come out at the wide receiver position. We'll see what happens. The Packers, they have not drafted an offensive skill position, that being a running back, a wide receiver, or a tight end in the first round since 1991.
Yes, 20 plus years. So
yes.
We'll have to...
30. That's 30.
30
yeah,
plus, yes.
Quick maths here on the Esky. We do have the commissioner on the stand on the dais at the moment, copping some booze, the poor fella, as he usually does, from the Las Vegas crowd. We've got Ice Cube, we've got Derek Carr up there. The Jacksonville Jaguars will be on the clock shortly. Sean, who do you think goes number one overall in this draft?
Hard to say. Not a huge fan of the early parts of this draft. Well, this just draft class in general is going to be a bit interesting. So we'll have to see what that looks like. Aidan Hutchinson's the obvious one.
Is he though? Because we've seen this late bolt from Trayvon Walker, and some bookies have got him as short as $1.20 or minus. What is it in US? Numbers minus 420. 420 plays it for Trayvon Walker, the edge rusher from Georgia. Now, I know you watched the national championship game between Georgia and Alabama multiple times.
Yeah,
what were your thoughts on Trayvon Walker in that game?
He got blocked out too much. I think Evan Neal had his number throughout that whole game, and he kind of showed the other guys on the team, and they shined more than he did. So. Well, yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. I think the Jags should probably be a bit smarter than that, and they've gone that route of defensive linemen in the past. Mm-hmm. So, hey, you've got football Jesus. You need some help over there. It's probably too early for some of the wide receivers, but go out there and add someone that can help Cam Robinson probably. I like Icky there at number one.
Sticky Icky for number one. I think you're getting about $6 in Australian terms for the big man out of North Carolina. I just think that money is too short. The bookies tend to know what's going on. I don't really necessarily like Trayvon Walker as a first pick overall, considering we don't have the film to back up him being a first round pick. We don't have the production. Elite combine from him. We saw him run a 4.5 40, put up some excellent numbers in the broad jump and in the vertical jump. Obviously, he's an athletic superstar, but just doesn't have the production to go with it.
That's the concern. That's the big concern. That you're projecting that he'll have the production come into the NFL. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
And someone that you brought up before, whose name had completely evaded my memory, was Vernon Golson, who the Jets took way back in 2008, 6th overall, who was quite kind of similar. Didn't have that massive production as an edge rusher coming out of college, and then went down to the combine and absolutely tore the house down. He ran a 4.58, put up elite numbers in the broad jump and vertical jump. I think his vertical jump was 42 inches, if you don't mind. Yep. 37 reps on the bench press, an absolute athletic freak, but didn't have the proven production at the college level, and he turned out to be one of the bigger busts in recent draft history. He had 3 seasons with the New York Jets. He did not record a single sack in that 3 seasons. And we were going back over, we thought, oh, yeah, the Jets may be hard in that system. No. 2008, 2009, 2010, we're talking good Jets. We're talking under Rex Ryan, with Mark Sanchez at the helm. They made multiple playoffs. In 2009, 2010, they made the playoffs and won multiple playoff games, including going to an AFC Championship game. Cast your mind back to that. It feels like it's been so long since the Jets have been good. And Golston went into that system and just could not produce at an NFL level. Yeah. Are you concerned that Trayvon Walker could be a Vernon Golson?
That's the concern. If you're picking him one, you're picking a generational talent. That's what you're after.
Exactly.
And getting 0 sacks or 5 sacks a year is probably not what you're trying to get. It scares me. And if you're picking one for the Jags, they really need talent on that football team, and they don't really need someone that's going to hinder them more than help. So we'll have to wait and see.
I think the best player available on the board, and the general consensus about 2 weeks ago, was Aidan Hutchinson out of Michigan. Has got both the measurables and the play on tape.